Hey guys, I'm out here at Eagle Island in Idaho, and I'm gonna play this 18-hole course, and I'm gonna do it with only Goliath discs, sponsored by Goliath. Only have to use 50% of my bag is Goliath, but I got a tournament coming up in like 4 weeks at this same course, and my goal is to use only Goliath discs and to podium, third, second, first place, going for the win. My goal for the year, if I can get a first place in MA2, I'm going to bump up to MA1. Haven't gotten close last year. Closest I got was 4th place in MA2. I think I can push it this year. So, got my Atlas bag packed full of every Goliath disc I got. There's 1 or 2 molds that I don't carry. I lost them. I'll probably have to order some more. But I'm going to see what I can do here. Starting off, hole 1 is 290 feet. 290 feet, way off that way behind the trees, a little bit downhill. I don't have a good turnover disc yet that I think can get there. One of my Enochs is pretty flippy. I could probably try and get it there, but I'll probably try and for the forehand. That's kind of my max distance is 290, probably 275. So I'll see if I can't get my Rapture there on a forehand. Got a little bit of a headwind, probably 3-5 miles an hour, not much, but yeah, that was nowhere near where it needed to be. Grip locked it. So let's try the turnover with the Enoch. That was a lot better. Didn't get a lot of height on that, so it's pretty short. Probably edge of circle too, but I'll leave that one and I'll go with my first throw. I'm guessing typically in tournament play where my Rapture went is going to be out of bounds. They usually follow the road for out of bounds, so if I'm on the left side, that would be considered out of bounds, but it's not today, so I'll play it from there. Okay, the Enoch wasn't too bad. That's edge of circle, probably 40 feet. Turned out pretty well. The Rapture is over there, so we got about 100 feet upshot for the Rapture. All right, hole 2 looks like it's in the long position, just under 400 feet, 399 is what the T sign says. We got a Mando left of this tree here, and so I'm gonna try and split the 2 trees with the Rapture. This is my flippy one. We'll see if it can slice through those trees and get me a good look. Hit the tree. All right, we'll go with more of a turnover with my orange Enoch. Hit the same tree. Let's try forehand. That didn't turn out too bad. That's a safe play. Yeah, I hit the big tree right here in the middle both times, so forehand might be the way to go. Wasn't able to get between the trees. Early released a little bit and then with the Enoch, turned it over too much. I don't know if you could see that too well on the video, but that's what happened. Yeah, so the forehand, looks like I had about 100-foot upshot for that, so that wasn't that bad of a look. But if I had cleared those trees, I probably would have parked it. But right now I got about a 150-foot upshot. And what I've been liking to use for anything over 100 feet for upshots has been the Old Testament Samson. This one flies pretty straight and then hooks up pretty hard, and I like this on a forehand. So let's give that a try. The biggest thing I need to work on for this next tournament is my putting, and it's the thing I like to do the least in practice, but it needs to be done because that was terrible. That was less than 15 feet, maybe 10 feet. So, all right, hole 3, 227 feet. If it's in the short position, no, it's in the long position. So that's 298. Not a great way to get there. Flex forehand. I might use a redemption on a forehand. That'll be a tricky play, but I'm gonna try it. If not, pillar, upshot, putt, easy 3. Flex forehand. Oh, that didn't turn at all. Goodness. Try the green one. There it is. All right, we'll do the pillar, easy upshot. All right, now we gotta go hunt down those discs. Shouldn't be too hard. All right, pillar, pretty good shot. A little bit of a look there, but not great. All right, disc right there, basket there. Not great, circle 2. Let's try and pitch it through. I don't know if I have any kind of look through this tree. Not exactly sure where the basket is right now. It's either around the corner, so that would be just under 400 feet, or it's all the way at the end of the hill, and that's closer to 500 feet. Group in front of me looked like they were coming off from that side, so I'm guessing it's around the corner. Go flippy Enoch. It's not my super flippy one, my team stamp one, or my team dyed disc is a little bit more flippy than this one. This one I'm working into that slot as they all kind of progress down the road. Try and go a little bit of hyzer flip up the hill, let it land flat, see what we got. Smacked it into the side of the hill, didn't quite put enough height on it or Annie. I'm messing around lately with how much spin I'm putting on each disc, and so that's helping me to be a little inconsistent, but hopefully I can get that figured out. That I think was darn near perfect. So my favorite forehand approach disc traditionally has been the Toro by Innova, but this Samson by Goliath, something else. It's a little bit faster, so I get a little more skip out of it, whereas the Toro would kind of sit more. But check this out. Flew straight, skipped right up to the basket. Easy tap in. Nothing to it. Go get yourself one. All right, that hole was like 260 feet. Didn't really do an intro there because there was a group that was letting me play through. So through my Oasis Gyra, which I don't typically throw, but I'm really falling in love with lately. It typically would fly more understable than I like. But I heard someone talking about understable discs the other day, about how if you put more spin on it, they fly straighter. And so I tried that and it worked out just right. Putt did not, as you saw, and it keeps happening to me. So I need to hit the practice basket for the next couple weeks so I can get my putt in order. All right, hole 6. We got, looks like the, I don't know, long position, 465 feet or 447. No, that's a long position. So 465. I'm not getting that in 2, but we'll give it a try. Rapture off the tee. Oh man, that was about perfect. We're gonna try the New Testament swirly Enoch just to see what it does here. I don't know how well you can see that. It's like I'm filming in cinematic on my phone. I don't know how well it zooms out. I'm trying to get out of the frame, but I'll have to look back and see if I need to stop doing that. All right, there's the NT swirly Enoch, and over there is the Rapture. Both went about the same distance. This one I put on hyzer, let it flip up and then fade back. And then this one, I put it on a slight bit of Annie and let it fall out. All right, hole 7 is like 296 feet straight through the gap. The safe play is forehand over the brush here. There's a bunch of brush right there. Other than that, just try and go straight at it. So I'm gonna try Redemption, and then I might try my Gyra just to see if I can hit that gap. That was not great. Didn't commit. Same thing, there's water there on the right, and I think that's just terrifying me, so. I don't know what I'll do tournament-wise here. I mean, the safest play is just to throw a big spike hyzer over the trees, which will leave you safely outside of circle 1, maybe outside circle 2. But that straight at it throw is so tempting because you could just easily park it. There is a pipe even behind the basket that can slow it down. All right, hole 8 is like 450 to 490 feet, so just gonna try and pump something out there, probably my Enoch. Pretty straight shot because it turns to the right. I definitely don't have a forehand that's gonna go that far, and don't really want to because it's Water on the right side. That's the right side. This is my right side. So, yeah, toss an Enoch down there, play for the 3. Noisy airplane. That was about as perfect as I could have done it. Got that slight turn, finished straight. Should have middle of the fairway, easy look at the basket, simple upshot. I say simple. Upshots are never simple. This one is though. It should be wide open. All right, trusty upshot with the Samson. I'm gonna have to aim pretty far left because this will skip and I don't want it skipping into the water, so we'll see. Then we'll try the Redemption, which is a little straighter. We'll just have to baby it. I'm not even gonna try the Redemption. I don't want to try and risk it next to the water. I think that all the discs I have in Goliath molds are going to be enough to get me through most rounds. I need to get myself another chain breaker. I lost mine. That was, if you don't know, it's a super overstable 9-speed. Not quite as overstable as like a Tilt, but definitely far more overstable than a Thunderbird or a Firebird, I guess. But that was my thumber disc. And there's some times where you just kind of need to go over stuff, and anything 200 to 250 feet with that chain breaker, I could park it. So I'm gonna have to get another one of those. Left it at a park and never got it back. So with my putting, one of the reasons I need a lot more practice is that I'm going previously from a pretty high spin putter to trying to do like what you've seen lately, more of the loft, bend back, toss it forward, which I like. I feel like when it's on, I'm hitting things more consistently. But I haven't quite figured out the misses yet, which are high-low on a loft putt, which on a spin putt, you're left-right. My miss was always right. I was always yanking it right. So I'm having to adjust to that high-low miss. And like you just saw there, I missed high. It's devastating. It was an easy 3, and I had to take a 4. If I can get that putting figured out, I mean, that's gonna shave 3 to 6 putts off my scorecard for a round. And there's plenty of tournaments last year where I 2 or even 3 putted and it just ruined my rounds. So let's get that figured out. All right, hole 9, it's like 309 feet, spike hyzer. You could do a flex forehand because you do have to kind of go left and then it's a little bit straighter to get to the basket, but go with my most overstable Rapture, let it crash in. Usually gives me a 25 foot putt if I do it right. So let's see. Hung it out a little bit wider than I would have liked, so we'll see if it skipped up there at all, but should have a look. All right, hole 10. It's in an alternate position, which is I think around 400 feet. Somebody's shooting. Hopefully not at me. We're just gonna go with the Rapture again. Don't want to crank it too far to the right. There is a ditch there that's typically OB ditch and pass, so want to keep it in the fairway or left side. That was one of my better throws. I'm gonna have to U-disc that one because that one bombed.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. It was just shy of 400 feet, according to UDisc. Got about a 70-foot upshot, but we're gonna run it with the Old Testament. It used to be the Genesis, now it's the Covenant.
Well, that's fun. It's nice to know that I can get closer to 400. Yesterday I did clock win on a throw with my Rapture on UDisc at 432, I think. So it was a little downhill, so probably very similar to that last throw. But with that upshot, I mean, that's fun that I can kind of run like a 70-foot putt with just a stepper on a loft putt. That's not something I was very good at with a spin putt, but that seems a little more consistent so far, so that's fun. All right, hole 11, 352 feet, and it's, oh wow. This used to be all brush, and the basket's right there. You always had to do a forehand through here, or a very severe turnover, which was fun, and I did it with my Enoch a couple times. But man, what we got? 350, that's just a straight Enoch shot. All right, we'll give it a try. I mean, I'm all for, you know, fixing up a course, trimming it down to find new lines, but when you got signature holes like this that it's either a forehand or a turnover, that's kind of your only option, and to give it this low straight shot, I mean, if you mess up, you're hitting these trees and you've gone 20 feet. We'll see. Still learning that NT Enoch. I mean, it's the most stable version, most stable run, I guess, of Enochs that they've had. But I'm still learning how much hyzer I need to put on it to keep it from turning at all. On a open ceiling shot, where I'm not trying to get through a low ceiling, it's really nice because you just throw it high, let it crash to the left, and I'm getting 325 to 350 off of it. But didn't do what I wanted. Looks like we're about 7 feet out, same as last time. Let's see if I can get a look here. Looks like there's a little tree in my way. I tried to do something silly and should not have. There's a small little branch tree right in front of the basket. I was gonna try and do a lofty hyzer around. Left myself a 12-footer. Can I make it? We're about to find out. All right, hole 12, 480 feet. You got to go over this canal that's surrounded by brush. There's a shorter position, which should be able to park with this if it's there. Otherwise, you got to go through some brush into a tunnel area. But we'll see how this gets there. That was terrible. All right. Oasis Arc should be able to do the same thing. That's just going to get me not quite as far. That one I can get 400 feet plus. This one's going to get 375. Or it'll turn over and end up in the brush. Seafoam green. I don't know what is happening right now, but I'm just yanking over on those arcs, and they are not doing what I want them to. I mean, there's a bit of a headwind, and so they are flipping up, but goodness, it's not a problem I usually have. I have had that happen on this hole before, so I don't know what it is about this hole that makes those arcs flip over like that. I guess I'm just not putting them on enough hyzer. Or no, I need to put more spin on them. That's what it is. I'm going speed over spin. All right, looks like the basket is in the short position, so I might have a look here. All right, the basket's right over there. We got about 200 feet. And there's a tree right in my way. So this is where a thumber would be fantastic, but I don't have that, so we'll figure it out. Man, give me a metal flake rapture, an OT Samson, and like, I guess a putter, so the Covenant, and that's probably all I need, really. It'd be nice to also have a pillar for those backhand approach shots, but gotta go around the barbed wire. Yeah, 3-disc challenge. Covenant Samson. Okay, there is no way around the barbed wire. Come on, man. Children, don't try this at home. Yeah, so like I was saying, give me a Samson, a Rapture. I guess I would still want the Redemption just for those straighter shots, but you can probably get away with the Samson. Man, look at this. Perfect. Hole 13. 247 feet, low tunnel, off to the right, so it's forehand shot. Some people will do the Sky Annie with like a putter. I don't have that much angle control, I don't think, to do that, but 250 feet, that's my wheelhouse for a Rapture forehand, and then you get that little skip. Probably, usually a little short, sometimes parked. Just gotta hit the gap. Ooh, complete shank. All right, we'll go with my flippier Rapture. I guess it's not my hole. Not today anyways. That was pathetic. Hole 14, 435 in the long position. There's another basket in the short, but it's more fun to play the long. Yeah, Redemption's probably the play. Just got to put on enough hyzer. If I can get the Enoch low enough, that would probably work just fine, but Redemption's probably the play. All right, didn't film the putts because you're sick of me putting. Hole 15, 286. Flex forehand around and in. Yeah. Well, that didn't flex at all, but we'll have a look at the upshot. Don't step on the disc. All right, hole 16, 279. Low tunnel shot there at the end. Pretty wide open gap, but ooh, looks like we're elevated basket today. I think I'm gonna try the Samson and flex line it. Let it skip in there because you don't want to go too high. Oof, I'm not doing well with my Anheuser shots lately. We'll try the Rapture. Ping pong. Did exactly what I said I wouldn't do, throw it high. Wasn't able to turn it over. That's something I need to practice a little more as my Anheisers. I'm throwing them a little bit too heisery. You know what I think is happening is I haven't played 18 holes in quite a while. I've played a couple 9-hole rounds after work, but I think I'm getting tired. I need to play more, get back in shape. I find it surprisingly hard to hold a camera and putt at the same time. But I don't putt much worse than when I'm not holding a camera, so maybe I should always hold a camera when I putt. Hole 17 is very similar to the last hole. Bit of a tunnel to throw through, and then once you're down there, it's low ceiling. You're gonna have to skip it up to the basket. Pretty much exactly the same as last hole. All right, I want to see if I can get the redemption there, low and flat. Get through. Oh. All right, hole 18 is 250 feet. Crazy low ceiling, tight gap. Basket is off to the left there. I think my best play is probably the Redemption or the Samson here. We'll try the Samson first. Too high. I got to get that Samson lower. I don't know what's going on with it, but we'll try the Redemption. All right, that was low, but hit the line. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So, we'll play the Redemption. That's more fun. All right, hole 19 is 479 feet, way down there. Little basket there, and then we got the signature raised basket way down there at the end. Out of it. Yeah, we should have a look from there. Try that Enoch.
I tried. Can't win them all.
Not the best round. Wasn't my worst round here either. But it was a practice round, so got a few more of these to go. I'll probably fit a few rounds in here before the tournament starts. And yeah, see if I can't fight for a podium finish. I'm probably gonna have to shoot something like 920 to 940 rated, somewhere in there, to get podium or first. Traditionally, I think that's about how the field is playing. So we'll see how that goes. Currently I'm rated 900. And I think my highest rated round ever was like 930. So I'm gonna have to step up my game a little bit. Really focus on putting. I think I've gotten my throwing figured out. I've added another 20, 30, 40 feet with that metal flake redemption, or rapture, sorry. And here's the fight for first. Peace out. God bless. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll get some more content put up before the tournament, and then you can follow along on Instagram. The day of, I'll be posting on my stories for sure. So take care. See you around. Don't forget to like and subscribe.